Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we are checking out some more cars from the Vanilla Works Extended mod pack. And actually today I'm not going to be checking this van out, but I just want to give this an honourable mention because this is totally amazing. So this is the Moonbeam Mpv people carrier thing, but it has been made into a work van. Basically the idea that some people would actually use these sort of cars as work vans, and it's added this roof rack on the top where we've got all these pipes and the ladders, and you can also see in the back there's also toolboxes and just other boxes and stuff like that as well. It's just another really cool addition to GTA 5, which makes the world look even more realistic when you see this driving about on the roads. But today I actually want to check out two cars that already sort of exist in GTA 5, but they are new coupe versions of them, and that is the Warrener and the Glendale. And I thought I'm going to do a build on each one in today's video and see if we can make a cool new coupe build for these cars. Oh, it just did a nice stunt jump. Wasn't expecting that. I think I've done this like 10 times in the videos because, spoiler alert, I don't actually save the game after each one of these video recordings, so yeah, I've done that many times before. So before we actually get in and check these cars out, there's going to be some comments on the screen. These are comments featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me online on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below. So let's just park up round here. I mean, we don't really need to worry about where we park this because we're not modifying this today. But let's jump out and spawn in the coupes and their original four-door counterparts. Okay, so here we are with all four cars. We have the Warrener coupe and four-door, and the Glendale coupe and four-door. So let's just start off with the Glendale. This is on the left here, the four-door Glendale from GTA 5, the original GTA 5 that you all know and love, or at least you know. But maybe you thought it needed a coupe version. Maybe you just weren't really that into the four-door version and you think it would just look a little bit cooler if it was just, I don't actually know if they're any shorter. We're going to have to try that out, but at least without the rear door and just the single front door. So there is the new Glendale Coupe from the Vanilla Works Extended mod. It just adds another little element of variety into the game by adding the coupe version. And then on the left we have the Warrener. So on the right of these two you can see this is the original Warrener that we all know and love, and I guess we could all say know and love with this one. This is of course supposed to be based on the Koska Skyline. Just a wonderful looking car with some awesome mods as well. But maybe, again, some of you thought that the four-door version just looked a bit too pedestrian and you wanted the cool two-door one to look a bit more like the GTR. Well, here you go, right here. This is the Warrener coupe version. I don't know if it actually changes. Okay, there's no badge things. I was wondering if maybe they had like a coupe badge. They are all pretty much identical apart from the fact that one has four doors and the other has two. That's pretty much it for the comparisons. We all know these cars. They're all going to be exactly the same on the inside compared to all of them. There you go. There's all the interiors of all four. All exactly the same. They all have, I mean, actually from here it looks like that you've got a separate thing. Is there like a door handle that shouldn't be there, or is that just, I don't know. Actually, I do notice a little bit of a difference. You can actually see difference. There you go. There's the Warrener back. It has nothing on the door cards at all, whereas the other one does actually have a pull bar and the rear window winders. Again, with this one, has winders and the pull bar. This one just has the pull bar, no winders. So it does actually have a little bit of the difference on the interior as well. Almost missed that detail. Right, let's go ahead and modify these things. So I'm going to start off with the Glendale Coupe, and I was going to move away from these so we don't compare them with any of the other cars. Let's just whack it right there. Wonderful. That was great parking. So all the tuning parts that are on the originals are available in the coupe one. So let's just go on to spoilers. So we have, actually this is just trunk colours and stuff, isn't it? Pinstriping. So this is going to be quite an old school looking car. So I'm just going to go for the primary pinstripe on this one. We'll see how that goes. Then on the front bumper, what have we got here? It's just a custom bumper which adds, oh yeah, I remember. It's been a long time since I've tuned these cars up. But do you know what? I really don't like that look. It's still really weird to me. I mean, this car does actually look like some sort of Soviet bloc car, doesn't it? Really? These weird sort of twin lights. Very weird. So I'm actually just going to go for the stock because I think I'm just going to make this a nice, slammed, cool sedan car. So on the skirts, we have the custom skirts, which has these little bits, but again, I don't think they're really going to match my style. And then on the exhaust, we have the option of the stock, the double, which is the double version of the stock, the dual shotgun, or the single big bore. All of these are going to look really out of place apart from either the stock or the twin stock, so I might just go for the twin stock and just imagine it's some sort of like V8 version. On the hood, I actually want to continue that pinstriping, so I think I'm just going to go for... we've got the classic hood, stock hood. Oh, they're slightly different, aren't they? Ooh, yeah, okay, so I'm just going to go for that one with the pinstripe. Then on the roof, we've got to go for the full luggage. This is always just a quintessential style with this car, but we have the roof rack, the day trip, or the fully loaded. Got to go for the fully loaded on that one. And then it's just a case of engine, brakes, transmission. Then we're going to do the paint, wheels, and drop, which is going to be the fun part of this. So let's start off with paints. So for the paints, I'm thinking of going, again, with a colour that we did very recently, Cabernet Red, or maybe Sunset Red. I want to go for a nice vintage looking colour, because this is quite an old looking car. I don't want anything too modern. See, this gold... this bronze, they work. The gold and the bronze work pretty nicely. We also have things like dark green. That's going to work pretty nicely. Remembering we've got the secondary colour, which I think is going to be this top roof part and the pinstripe, and possibly this bit here. We'll have to see in just a minute. We're definitely going to have to pick a colour that we can have a nice secondary colour. Olive green, again, very old school. Even gasoline green works nicely. Okay, so actually this is a nice colour. Surf blue, and also really goes with the whole roof rack theme. Some sort of like surfer's car, even though it doesn't really have a surfboard on the top. But then maybe we won't be able to find a decent secondary. Let's see. See, now look. We can just go for the silver, and that is instantly just a classic colour scheme. Okay, so onto the wheels. This is where it's going to get interesting. So I have the law-friendly wheels mod on, which means that most of the wheels for this are going to look really big and possibly out of place. Ooh, I don't know. Because even like these that are based on the originals, they've been made to look bigger anyway. So even something like that is going to look cool. I mean, we could actually go for these ones down here because they offer the smaller sizes with the big, thicker tyres, but I would like it to look a little bit swaggy and not just standard, so maybe I'm going to go for the bigger ones. Do you know what? I'm thinking of either these or going for the old smoothies in the Benny's original section. See now, always a classic, especially with the chrome lip as well, because I can get that to match in a nice cream colour, or maybe even the same bluish steel, even if I didn't press stop. God damn it. Okay, click wheel colours this time, not stock wheels. They really need to move that. It's always in the way. Always hitting stock wheels instead. So let's see, we don't actually have, we've got stone silver and frost white. Have we got a cream? I guess we've got like dark earth, desert tan, yellow, bronze. Where's the cream? I guess desert tan's actually probably the best we're going to get for a cream, so I guess we're going to have to go for a silver or a frost white. I guess frost white is as close as we're going to get. So there is the frost white wheels right there. Let's just give it a bit of a slam. Let's go to visual lowering. Knock that down just to get a proper slammed lowrider look. How about that? That is really low, but I want to go just a little bit higher and knock the front down. There we go. Always go front down. Get a bit of tuck in there. Tuck on the rear is actually pretty nice, I guess. That's that done. Just nice slam down to the ground. Just really low, but oh well. I'm a big fan of super low cars. And there we go. So let's move on to the one I think you guys are going to be a bit more excited about. The Warrener Coupe. Okay, so I just spawned in the Warrener, but I had to go and look back at this Glendale all zoomed in like that. Because, do you know what? I think it looks awesome. I actually really like how that looks. Just nice, simple, old school, lowered down. Probably like air ride suspension, something like that on there. That all works. Real nice. Although I'm sure many of you would disagree. But let's go on to build the Warrener. So you already know the deal about all of this sort of stuff, so I'm just going to go through pretty quickly. I want to go for the ducktail spoiler on this. It is just a classic look with this car. Then on the front bumper, I don't want to go for the full Gratchan, because... do you know what? I'm not really a fan of where Rockstar went with like the Suzuki style on this one, because they didn't extend this part of the wing, just the front bonnet bit. So this bit always looks weird to me. But I don't mind the custom chin spoiler or the race splitter and oil cooler. But I'm thinking of not making this so crazy and just like a really cool simplified look. So I'm going to go for the custom chin spoiler. Then on the rear bumper, I'm just going to go for the bumper delete. with the tow hook and onto the skirts, and this is where it's going to be very fun because we can use V-Stancer to get the wheels poked out, rather. Poking out with maybe a little bit of camber, because I know you guys love that stuff, don't you guys? Not always, but never mind. It's just a bit of fun. As always, it's just a bit of fun. Let's not take things so seriously. So let's go to the exhausts. So we have, you know, the old titaniums and all that sort of whatnot. Should we go for the Shakatan? It might be a little bit too much, he says, before he starts his car. I might actually just keep it with the custom shotgun exhaust. Just nice and simple. On the chassis, we'll go with the roll cage upgrade and the sports seats in there. Just a nice, cool look. For the grille, actually forgot about this. Don't we? We can remove the grille, the trim thing. Oh, yeah, the exposed intercooler look. I'm going to go for that. And this is what I mean about the Gratchan. I mean, they have this bit sticking out, but they didn't have the wings to match. So I've never really been that into that look, to be honest. It just looks really weird, so I mean, actually, let's go for a lighter color, and then we can really appreciate that carbon hood. I haven't really done a carbon hood in a while, so why not? We could also go for the headlight covers or the taped up headlights, but it's just a bit too much, so no. Right, let's go ahead, upgrade all the brakes, transmission, and everything else like that. We won't touch the suspension because I'm going to do it in V-Stancer. Let's go for a nice lighter color paint. And I mean, we could actually go for something as simple as just a bluish silver. I have noticed that we have got this on the top, though. We've got a full stripe. I forgot about that. That's going to look kind of weird with the carbon bonnet, isn't it? Oh, it's okay, because we can just select the same color for the secondary. There we go, that's done. Or even we can have one quite similar. But, you know what, maybe not. Let's just go for that full solid color. I just like the idea of the bluish silver. Maybe instead of the worn, though, I might actually go for a classic and just make it just a little bit shinier. There we go, slightly lighter. I mean, we could even go for silver with that slightly lighter stripe. Do you know what? I'm going to be a little bit different and actually go for that just to be different. Then it's just a case of wheels and slamming. Let's pick some good wheels for this one. I mean, these wheels do look pretty big on this car, but I'm going to be silly and go stance, so I'm going to pick these. I'm sure you guys are hating this, but do you know what? As I've said, it's just a bit of fun. Let's just have fun with it. So let's just go for some visualing. Actually, I don't think we want to do too much of that because I want to dial it in just a little bit more. So I'm just going to go for the track width, and there we go. Matching on the arches, so much better now that we can use V-Stancer. I mean, you don't have to use it for the stancing. It's just, you know, as the name goes, it's a V-Stancer. It's to stance the car, as in change the height and the track width and the camber. It doesn't have to mean stance as in like that. Although we could. We definitely could. Let's not. Okay, so we get it down to about there, and I'm going to lower it down till it gets to, there we go, that top part of the wheel, and then the same on the front. Bit of track width, lower it down, and I think with that one, a little bit of camber in there, just because of the fact that the front of that arch just goes back a bit more than the other side, so we need that. Maybe, okay, that's pretty much the max we're going to get. That's not too bad. It could be better, but do you know what? It's just a nice little bit of fun. We've seen these cars and modified them 1,000 times before, so it's nice to just have a little bit of a difference with the whole coupe thing. In fact, we can also go up just a little bit on the rear height there as well. There we go. Job done. So that's it. I want you guys to leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know which one you prefer. Whether you like the Warrener or the Glendale. Maybe you just don't like either of them. Maybe you'd have done like the Glendale style on the Warrener or the Warrener style on the Glendale. You can let me know in the comment section below. But that is going to be it for this video. Just a nice quick one just to enjoy. Just a nice simple modifying of a car that we all know and love, but in a slightly different form. So there we go, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.